To the ocean. I just remembered this because we sang one rag just briefly called Bhupali. Bhupali is called the boat rag. It's the rag that boatmen sing. So when Mahaprabhu saw the ocean, he thought it's the Yamuna, and it says in Chaitanya Charitamrita that he ran so fast that he was there with the devotees 1 second, and it was like he vanished. That's how quick he ran into the ocean, and he ran so quick. Imagine like we're all sitting here and then one person just vanishes, poof, like that. That's how quick he ran into the ocean. And then none of the devotees could find him. And because none of the devotees could find him, they sent search parties all over Jagannath Puri. And this is in the middle of the night, late at night. They send a few devotees to the Jagannath temple. They send a few devotees into the main area where all the markets are. They send a few devotees. In the middle of the night, they woke up everyone and checked inside people's houses and checked everywhere, and they sent 4 devotees to swim into the ocean. And if you've been to Jagannath Puri, that ocean is not peaceful. It's quite an intense ocean. And imagine in the middle of the night, and this is in an era where there's no electricity, so it's pitch black. I don't know if it was Amavasya night or not, but it was dark, and they're swimming, calling out Mahaprabhu's name, and in the middle of the night, the whole city of Jagannath Puri is calling out Mahaprabhu's names really loudly. And he went all the way, Mahaprabhu's body went all the way to Konark. You know Konark? Konark is quite far actually. It's really far. There's a big sun temple there, famous sun temple. You must have seen this big, nice, beautiful wheel that they have. You must have seen. And so there's a fisherman there who's fishing in the middle of the night and he catches a huge fish in his net, and he becomes very excited. Okay, I don't have to catch fish for weeks now. And he pulls it in and he sees the net of his fishing net intertwined with the limbs of Lord Chaitanya, which are disjointed, and he's become like a mess, intertwined into the fishing net. It says that when Mahaprabhu would go into ecstasy, there would be 8 inches in between each joint, simply held by skin. So he looks like some kind of, I don't know, like octopus. Yeah. But still beautiful, you know? Can you imagine? And then the fisherman thought, oh, I have to save this person. And he came close and he saw that there's no consciousness there, so he thought it's a dead body. He thought, oh, this is like some beautiful young man, maybe in love of his lover, has jumped into the ocean and committed suicide. He got the first half right. And then he tried to untangle him, and as soon as he touched his body, he started to feel all these emotions. He started to chant Hare, 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 Hare repeatedly, again and again and again. And you know what his first thought was? That, oh, this was a dead body, and the spirit of this body has now entered me, and I am now haunted by the ghost of this dead body. And therefore I am not able to stop whatever this is in my mouth. And so boatmen, they sing Rag Bhupali. So I don't know if he was singing Bhupali or not. I guess I have to go there to find out. But in my mind, he's singing Bhupali. And he starts to sing, walking, looking for a doctor. Looking for a specific doctor who removes ghosts. And he's just walking, chanting loudly like Hare, Hare, Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna. Walking, he walks all the way to Jagannath Puri, looking for some doctor to save him. And you know who he meets? He meets Swarup Damodar. And Swarup Damodar hears this voice from far away, and he says, I know this sound, I know this vibration, and no ordinary person can vibrate this. Only someone who comes in contact with Lord Chaitanya can make such a sound vibration. So we have, this sound, this is where we have to go to. And they go to this person, and this person is crying, shaking, like shivering, chanting, and he's saying, a ghost has entered me, a ghost has entered me, someone please help me. And Swarup Damodar comes up to him and he says, yes, I will help you. I know your problem. And you know what he does? It says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he slaps him 3 times. Really hard. In the face. And he says, this is not a disease, this is love of Godhead. You've achieved all perfection. You've come in contact with my Lord. Please take me. Where you got this, please take me. We all need this. And they do this fisherman, this boatman, he doesn't stop chanting. He keeps chanting. And in fact, all the search party that was searching for Mahaprabhu, they all come, once they find out, okay, we found the source, they all come and they all start chanting with him. And they go back to where Mahaprabhu was caught, chanting and chanting and chanting. And then they see him unconscious. And when the kirtan becomes Utkirtan, Krishna Utkirtan, when it becomes really, really loud, when it comes to the platform of Shuddha Nam, where you can disturb Krishna's consciousness, then he comes back to consciousness. Then Mahaprabhu wakes up. Because he's in Nitya Leela, he's not just unconscious. He's gone to the spiritual world and he's fully there. I mean, he is the spiritual world, but still, as a devotee, in the bhava of a devotee, he's gone to the spiritual world. And to bring him back, you have to have a kirtan which is as good as Goloka. That is our attempt in Sankirtan, actually. We're trying to make the atmosphere as good as Vrindavan Dham, as good as Goloka. Otherwise, Krishna, why would he be interested in coming to the material world where we have all our problems and miseries, Then when he comes back to consciousness, you can read that part. It's very nice. He describes, Krishnadas Kaviraj describes all of this, whatever I said, I kind of shortened it. He describes all of this, but then Mahaprabhu describes what actually happened. And he shares from his perspective, how he saw things, what he saw in the ocean, what he saw as he was floating. He starts to describe, and he says, why did you bring me back here? I was so happy. Why did you bring me back here? Anyway, it's just something that came into my head. It's nice to do kirtan. Actually, it's the only time when we're alive, The rest of the time we're just doing something. I don't know what. It's the only time when your real self can come out. Right, our fake selves can take prasad. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Really, no. Prabhupada is amazing. Look at what he's made now. I can't believe it. You can come to some street in Melbourne. I really can't believe it. Prabhupada is so amazing.